Yo, welcome back to the Yellow Fever pod. Nah, just kidding. Okay. Welcome to the very first episode of the Yellow Fever podcast. My name is Raymond.
My name is Uchi.
Today we're going to be covering the top. Okay, wait.
We can just keep going.
Okay.
We'll start it over.
Okay. Today's topic we're going to be talking about alcohol, and so I will first like to start this by asking the question to my boy Hoochie over here. How did you get into alcohol?
Yo, that's crazy, right? So, I'm pretty sure a lot of Asians are underage drinkers.
yeah.
But yeah, that's how it started with family, and then you have like these Asian events, and yeah, it's kind of like you're like curious about what they're doing. You know they're drinking, the older cousins, but then they come up to you and they're like, "Hey, you want some?" And then you're just like, "Sure." You're like, "Let me try some," right? Because they're like, they've been that age
Yep.
before.
You want to be a little gangster in front of them. So.
Yeah, and then you just fucking take a shot, take a drink.
Dang, they were pouring you shots back then.
Well, okay, my first ever story with like liquor or beer is like, or beer was
Yeah.
beer first.
Okay.
One of my cousins, we were at like a family event, and then like they were hanging out at the table, and they were playing cards, which every Asian,
Mhm.
I think anybody having a house party, it has to have
There's
cards.
cards there. Yeah.
But, yeah, we just had like cards, and then he's like, "You want to come join us? Cause we're just all hanging out." And I was like, "Here's a beer, like you can sip on it."
Mhm.
And I was probably like 14,
Right.
14, 15.
Okay, dang, pretty young, bro.
Not that I was drinking every weekend when I was younger, but that's when I started.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they were just like, "Yo, sip on this," and then, not gonna lie, at the time, I was like, it was all right. I like tried it a couple times already, but like that was the first. I remember this first time specifically when I got like buzzed or like tipsy.
Okay.
Um,
I thought we were talking about your first experience, and then you just said that wasn't your first time.
no, I mean, okay. Well, the first time is like you just want to try it, and then
Oh,
you
so you
take
just
a
took a
sip.
little sip?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But like I'm talking about like the first
First time, that you
time,
felt
like
something.
yeah, you
Okay.
feel something. 'Cause like
yeah.
it's like yeah, it's like when you first try something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like texting this one girl, and then like I'm like getting kind of buzzed,
Okay.
tipsy, right?
Yep.
And then we're fucking like I'm talking to her, and then like for some reason I was like trying to like
Do you think I should turn off that filter, bro? Do you think it might get caught in the sound?
no, it'll
Okay.
be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but talking to that girl, and then she's like, she starts like giving me like dry response,
Okay.
and I'm like, oh, she's not gonna like me, bro. She's not gonna like me. And then like I'm like texting, and my cousin's like, bro, who you texting? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
this one girl, and then he's like, bro, don't make me trip about it. Like,
Here's the drink.
dude, dead ass. And then I was
Okay.
like, fuck. And I was drinking like a Corona. I was like, damn, this is not family.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, yeah, that was my first time. But yeah, that's the first time getting tipsy. But like, oh, dude, do you know the story about my first time, my first party ever? When I got drunk.
No, you gotta tell me it.
All right, so
I mean, I'm sure you've told me before, but hey, for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
audience.
okay, so yeah. Okay, so that was my first time getting tipsy. My first time getting like drunk and buzzed. Right, I was like pretty young. I was like 15. So.
All right.
And fucking I was dating this girl at the time, my first ex, and she had never like she lived in North Carolina, and I met her that summer, and then she was down for Christmas, right? She was like in Minnesota or
Yeah.
your area, and then
Whoa, you just go leak. You just go. You go dox us like that.
I'm gonna censor that.
All right.
She was in our area.
We're in South Dakota.
Yeah. So she was in our area, Blackpink in her area.
Yep.
And then she was like texting me like, oh, like, hey, I want to be in town this weekend. Like, I can't wait to see you, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's link.
Yep.
I haven't seen you in like 4 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get a text her for some reason because she has like such a strict rule at the time where like she couldn't use the internet and she couldn't
Oh,
text
like
me.
her
So
parents are on that.
Yeah, so I literally
Okay.
would text her once a month.
Yeah.
Like were we even dating at this point? Like we're
Mhm.
texting once a month.
But you guys were already like official at that point.
Yeah, because I
Oh.
asked her to be my girlfriend.
Sweet. Okay.
So there was long story short, there was a whole weekend. There's a whole week where she was in town. I was hanging out with her. I met her, and then we were hanging out every day. And then the last day, I went to her dad, and I was like, "Hey, can I take her to the movies because I know she's leaving tomorrow?" And then he was like, "No." No, but then he was like, "No," right? And I was like, "Fuck!" And then we went home, and then she texted me. She was like, "Oh, he said no," but then like he came up to talk to me. He's like, "Wow, he's such a gentleman. He came up to ask me to take you out to the movies." And I was like, and then she was like, my dad let me go, right?
Yeah. Also, he did end up letting you go.
And I was like, this is being hard for what, bro? Like, what was the point of that?
Can I take your daughter out? No.
And then it's
The
like,
way that you said it was fucking hilarious, so.
okay, yeah. Long story short, that happened, and then Christmas comes around, and she gets into town, and like the reason why I know her is because my cousin, his wife, it's on like his wife's side, like they're like related that way.
Mhm.
So like you know,
So it's like your cousin's in-law.
yeah.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, and I was talking to her. I was like, she hasn't been texting me. I was like texting her like, when are you here? Like, are you here? Like, what's going on? And then like, she was at their house and she was like, yeah, like, she sees your texts and your calls. She's just not picking up. And I was like, damn, what the fuck, really?
Mhm.
Like, I'm never gonna see her for like another like 5 months until summer hits, basically, right?
Yeah.
And I was so pissed and I was like so sad and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just break up with her, right?
Oh, because like at that point you were already like
Like,
we
I don't even
barely
get to text
see,
you.
Yeah, we barely get to see each other. We don't text, and
Yeah.
like now there's a long ass like dry period where you're just gonna be waiting for her. A drought, basically.
Yeah, we're in a fucking.
Yeah, you're in a drought with her, and like you're fucking worried that you're never gonna get a fucking rain. So
Yeah, so it was pretty dry in my DMs.
that too.
Nah, I'm not like that, but it was like really like dry because it was like, I remember, okay, we both had birthdays in October, and I sent her like a birthday video, and then like she didn't
Yeah.
see it till like the next month or something like that. But it was weird, but yeah, I was like, you know what, I had to break up with her. So me and my cousin, I did it in the most pettiest way, right? I bought her hella gifts because I had gone to Cali
Okay.
that summer.
Yeah.
And then I fucking left all of her gifts at the door, and then I made a box,
Mm-hmm.
origami box, left a note in there, and I was like,
Then
hey.
you put the effort in to make an origami box.
yeah, I was being petty.
For the breakup.
Yeah, I was being petty.
That's crazy.
And then yeah, so I was being petty, left a note, and she saw everything. She was like, oh my god, thank you. She sent me a text, right? And I was like,
I don't get these sex.
and I was like, because I texted her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna drop. I don't know if you even see this message or not. I'm gonna just drop off your gift.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think her parents came home, saw the gifts, and then gave it to her, right?
Oh, so she had the decency to give you a message.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, did you not see the note? And I was like, she was like, no. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're done. And then just deleted her contact, everything, and then yeah, probably broke her heart. But you know what? She broke my heart. But that night, okay, so now we're going back to the main topic.
To the alcohol. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
so,
what are we talking about?
So that night I was like, fuck, I'm like not even trying to do anything. And my cousin was like, he was like in college at the time,
Yeah.
like a freshman in college. And he was like, yo, you want to come out to this party? Like my first party ever. And it was a college party, and I was a freshman in high school.
First college party in freshman year.
Freshman year of high school.
Yep.
And then I was like, fuck it, let's go, right? And then we went. And it was a big party, bro. It was like, it was a two-story house. Each floor was like filled
with people.
Yeah, and so they're playing beer pong downstairs. They had a little like kiddie pool of like liquor and beer, and it was like winter, so it was like people are just putting their shit outside to let it like freeze.
Like their drinks.
Yeah,
Oh.
just to like let it cool.
Okay.
And then upstairs was like people that just were chilling.
When you said that, I thought you meant like people were leaving their jackets outside. Like you.
Yeah, yeah.
They were
Everyone's
leaving their
naked.
jackets and their shoes outside. I was like,
Everyone,
the house
everyone's
was
getting
filled, so
everyone was getting their shit jacked. I was like,
exactly.
nah, but yeah, it was crazy. And then like upstairs was like it was just people that wanted to chill. And
Okay.
okay, so come to the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was invited. I'm like one of the first people there because my cousin's the host.
Okay.
Beginning is not too crazy. It's just people coming by. I'm like sipping on a couple beers. We took like 2 or 3 shots.
A couple beers at that point.
Yeah, like just sipping on it.
Oh, how many times have you drank prior to this moment?
Probably like 3 times only. Like, and
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
like I got fucked up.
But
I was
you,
just like
yeah,
drinking
But then this is the point where like you're already kind of used to drinking, kind of.
a little bit. Like I just kind of do it and then like just kind of fit in.
Oh, okay.
But then yeah, so now is the actual time, right? It's legit as fuck now, right? Like we're having a party. And so more people start rolling in, and then like I go upstairs because I'm like kind of shy at that time, because downstairs they were playing beer pong, and like I wasn't trying to like hover with my cousin because he's the host,
Okay.
trying to pour shots to everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I go upstairs and I see like these 2 girls in high school. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to them. Talking to them that night, and then trying to chop it up. You know, they were like the only people I could relate to really, because everyone else was like fucking a freshman in
How old were
college.
they?
They're like freshmen in college, like
Oh.
sophomores in college.
But you still related to them.
Oh no, they were like my age. There was like the girls upstairs was freshmen in college, like sophomore, freshmen in high school.
You kept saying college.
Dude,
I was like, how did they relate to you?
Because they were like, I remember being your age.
Oh.
No. I mean, they were freshmen and
Yeah, so
sophomores
they were
in
the
high
same
school.
age as you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then, but then the thing that I fucked up was like, so at the time, I didn't know what like really peer pressure was, and I was like, oh, you wanna like, we were there, the girls were taking shots, and I wanted to act cool in front of them, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll come take some shots. She was like, want to take a shot with every single one of us?
So this was your first shot.
Yeah,
ever.
like I took 4 shots back to back, right? And I was like, yeah, I got it. I'm strong.
you didn't know that shit was gonna come and get you.
And I did it with no chaser, right? Because I was trying to impress him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm a man. I don't need chaser. That's for bitch. That's
Yep.
yeah. And I was like, all right, yeah, let me do it. I took 4 shots, and I was like, I'm feeling good. And then like the girls, they go do their own shit, and they're not even fucking with me anymore. And I'm like, man, what the fuck was the point of that? And then I go downstairs and I chill. Like I watch them play beer pong.
Yep.
And I'm sitting down, and I start getting like hella nauseous, right? I'm like going like this. I'm like, oh, I feel like shit.
Damn.
And then I fucking throw up on the floor.
in front of everybody.
Yeah. I like, ooh, and then like the host, which I knew the other host, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, you good? Like, you need to go upstairs and you puke. And I was like, yeah, I need to go. He's like, go outside. I'll clean this up. He's like, you good, man? I'm gonna clean this up. I went outside. I puked everything out. It was, you know what I ate that day? I ate Eddie's and Sriracha, so it was pretty spicy.
And that shit went through your nose.
Yeah.
Too, that shit was spicy as hell through your nose.
So at this point, I've never puked from like drinking. So,
that was the only time.
oh no, that was the first time.
Oh, the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm like, oh, I feel like shit. I get done puking, and then I sit on the couch, and there's still like hella people there, right, partying, like,
Yeah.
and then like I just fall asleep, and then there's just still partying around me. I'm just asleep, so it's like I fell asleep for like 4 hours, and then like nobody woke me up because I was like, they saw me hurt, and then they're like literally there was a party. Like just imagine
The whole party, everyone's
lit,
everyone's
bumping.
getting lit. Yeah, and then you're just.
I'm just like,
Okay, so after the 4 hours, everybody's still there.
yeah, and then my cousin wakes me up. He's like, hey, we gotta go. So
Like, you're
apparently,
going home.
yeah. So like, he's been drinking, right?
Yeah.
But I guess he's good at this point. We only live like 4 minutes from the party.
Okay.
So, don't drink and drive. But, yeah, we got home, but it was like 5 in the morning because the party got shut down.
By the cops?
No, I got shut down by the grandma, bro. The grandma was still home because we thought that because like the host of the party, his parents were out of town,
Okay.
but he didn't know that his grandma was still home. And his grandmother got pissed as fuck. He started yelling at everybody, and then everyone left.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So like that was literally like a party where like, oh, my parents are out for the weekend. We got
Like,
open crib and
Project
shit.
X type shit.
Damn.
It was crazy though. It was like people smoking weed in like the garage, and then like they're rolling blunts and shit in the party, and like, dude, they had like 13 bottles that night. Everything was done.
That's crazy, bro.
My first party.
13 bottles does not sound that crazy though.
Yeah, for that amount of people, it's not too bad.
That was probably a lot of people's first. If it was only 13 bottles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was probably like 50 people there. Probably like because it was like packed downstairs
Yeah.
and packed upstairs.
You gotta
And
think
people
about
just
it.
kept
Though.
coming in,
One
too.
round of shots is for everybody is already like 2 bottles, bro.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. Because every host had their own bottle,
Mm.
so like they were just passing it around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
That's cool.
yeah, it was like an actual host type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first
That's
party.
nice.
What about you though? What was your first time like drinking and stuff?
Oh, you want my first experience now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing, man. I appreciate the vulnerability and all that. Thank you for sharing your experience with your first sex and everything.
I mean, it just got a little sidetracked, but it all ended
good.
up.
We all good.
It
Bro.
all ended up back in the same place.
Yeah. No, like that shit was crucial, like very important information to like, obviously explain the reason why like you felt like you needed a drink and shit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
all of that affected like the end result. All right. So for me, you already know I was a good kid. Listen to my moms. I got straight A's, all that shit. I never drank. But I mean, as a kid, you get a little bit curious and you want to explore. And so when I was younger, you drink around, like, you're not drinking, but you're hanging around family. You got a bunch of uncles, you got a bunch of cousins. For me, my uncles are really weird, and they do this thing where, like, I mean, everybody kind of does that, where it's like you see a younger kid and you offer them some, and then some might say yes and some might say no. But even if you say no, they might even push you to drink that shit. And so for my uncles, one time, they actually, like, they put it in my face. They made me smell it and all that shit. It was beer, right? So I just took a sip, and this was when I was maybe, like, 4th grade or something.
Damn.
My first sip, right?
Yeah.
And I just didn't say anything. I pretended like I never drank it, and I guess I just erased it from my memory. And then one time I was in, like, it was my sophomore year of high school. I was at like a big family event, like those picnics that the last names do.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, yeah.
it was the Vang picnic, and one of my cousins offered me a beer, and so he popped one open for me, and they were just peer pressuring me to do it. And then their excuse was, I don't want you to go and do it with a bunch of haters. You got to do it with family.
Oh right, because
that-
they're the type to be like, if you're drinking, you better be drinking with us.
Yeah, like they gotta hit you with that like gaslighting type stuff. Like, I don't want you to be drinking with a bunch of people who like don't care about you like that. Like, I want you to be drinking with like your family, like me. And I was like, I guess I understood it like to an extent, and like I understand it a lot now.
Yeah.
But as a kid, nah, I was just like, whatever. And they were offering me it, and they were peer pressuring me and pushing me to drink. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just drink. So they stopped bothering me. I took a sip, and I spat it out because I did not like the taste of it. I did not like beer at all, and I was like, I'm never drinking alcohol. And so,
They like, did you like do it in front of your cousins? Like you're just like,
yeah,
Wow.
literally.
and they're just
No, like, because they were sitting like on like, Dailei, right?
yeah.
It was just on the grass, and like all of them were like just sitting around it. And he passes me. He's on the corner over there. I'm on the corner over here. He passes it to me. Everybody's witnessing me drink it.
Yeah.
All my cousins and shit. And so I take a sip, and then I just spit it out. I'm like, oh, this thing's disgusting. I go home and I tell my mom I drank.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like, I was like, I didn't want to tell you this because I don't want you to get mad at me, but I drank because they like pushed me to do it. And so my stepdad, right? He's like, oh hell no. So he knows exactly who like gave me the drink, and then he's
really?
like, well, that's why we're not hanging out with them anymore.
Whoa. That is crazy.
And so,
Yo, that's crazy. Sorry to interrupt, but
you
like,
good, bro, you good.
yo, I don't think I would ever tell my parents. Like if I ever did, I never did. I mean, so.
Yeah, I was just that good of a kid though.
Dude,
And
that's
I
hella
didn't
good.
like
You're
it,
like, yeah,
and I
yeah.
didn't like the taste of it. So
Very good, honest
I did not.
kid.
Yeah, I did not understand of it. There are so many other joys in life that I wanted to experience besides that. And so I always thought of it as bad. That was my only like experience with it. And time to jump into the relationship the conversation again.
Yeah.
I was in a 3-year-long relationship with this girl, and I obviously am a good kid. I did not like any sort of alcohol or drugs or anything like that. My ex was getting into like vaping and drinking and stuff like that, and I was like, what the hell? I did not appreciate that stuff. And so obviously I come off as a very controlling boyfriend, which I didn't want to be, but it's also like I'm
Like
young.
that's what you're. It's not like normal.
Yeah, exactly. It's not normal to me, and it's like I'm also very young, and I'm not aware of like we need to explore as kids, and we need to like try different things. I was just like closed minded to a lot of things,
Yeah.
and I wanted us to be good kids
Yeah.
together, and so I didn't want us to like get into those bad habits, those vices like drinking and vaping, and so I'm not gonna go too deep into our relationship, but she broke up with me, and maybe like a month or two later, when I was like a little bit more healed after that, uh, one of the homies invited me to drink.
Oh.
I did not know we were drinking though. So
Is that story? Yeah.
my parents, they left they left the state. Okay,
They
And
left the state.
they left the state. They were out of state. Okay, they're out of town for
Yeah.
the weekend, and when I was like, you know what, since everyone's gone, like, how about I invite some people over?
Yeah.
I was gonna invite some people over, so I called them up and I was like, "Hey, like, how about we come over and we just like?" I wasn't thinking about drinking or nothing, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking like, "Hey, let's just like have fun and play games and like, or like play cards or play board games." But then next thing you know, they're like, "No, we're going over here. Like, how about you come out and like come with us?" And I was like, "Oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
that sounds even better." So I was like, I went out. Next thing you know, I see these cases of beers and I see the homies and I'm like, "Damn!" And then everyone's offering me a drink and I'm like, nah, I don't do that. I'm not 21 yet either, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Do I want to expose myself like that?
We allegedly. Allegedly.
You know what? If I lose my job, it's okay. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't really mind posting that kind of stuff out there because underage drinking is pretty much normal like these days. So
It's not good. Don't do it. But a lot of stories are like that.
everybody gets caught up in underage drinking. It's not good, but it's very, very normal. Don't drink, kids.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain. I was 20 at the time. All right. I was
All
20
right.
at the
That's
time.
not too bad though.
Like I was 20. That was
Yeah.
my first drink. All right, 20 years old. Went out and I was like, I'm not gonna drink. And then I just all of a sudden they were pouring shots, and I was like, you know what? Pass it on. Everyone was doing it, and I was like, you know what? It's not that I don't want to be left out, but maybe I should try it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in my life that I have not tried, and so I should just do it. And I'm not that far away from 21 now either, so it doesn't hurt. So, like, what was I planning? Like 21, then that's gonna be my first drink of alcohol, and I'm just gonna get fucked up. Like, nah. So I might as well just like experience a little bit. So I ended up drinking like 3 shots, and then we were playing beer pong, and then I drank a couple of beers. And it was good. It was a fun time. And after that, I became a fiend. And that was pretty much it. I remember calling you.
No, yeah.
texting
I was
you.
I was going to school at the time,
Yep.
out of state, but that honestly, yeah, I do remember that story. It's a crazy. You know what? Honestly, the first time you like texted me that, I was kind of surprised here because I was like, "There's no way."
Because you thought that once you saw that, you'd never seen it.
The day I saw that, I thought I'd never seen it,
Yeah,
bro.
that just kind of shows like I really was just like that good kid that
Yeah.
I really never wanted to do any sort of stuff like that. Just no drinking, no nothing.
You know, that's crazy. Like, just hearing your story about that and like your like how you like kind of thought when you were a child, like your mindset. Because like in my family, like everyone's like, oh, I'm the youngest generation,
Mhm.
so like everyone's already been drinking. Like they just do it all the time. Like everyone is like fucking on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
And, like,
parents drink too?
they do. I mean, yeah. My mom doesn't, but my dad, like, he's kind of like, he kind of does get lit sometimes with the
Okay.
younger kids. So like,
Oh,
you
he
know.
gets lit with the young kids.
Yeah, no, like the younger generation, as in like
Like
they're like a couple, like they're like
Yeah.
10 to 15 years younger.
Yeah. They're
But,
like
like,
30 years old, pretty
yeah.
much. Like he'll drink with them and have fun with them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
that's cool.
it's cool. Yeah, it's just like yeah, but yeah, I don't know. But like I never seen like I wouldn't really want to get too lit around them when I was a kid. I mean, I never did until like recently when I was like of age.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's always been kind of like around, so I kind of just know. Like it's just been normalized, so normalized for me.
So like you weren't like super scared of it.
Nah, not really. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's kind of just normalized for me.
Yeah, because I guess for me, like my mom always made it seem like it was like the worst thing ever. It's gonna ruin your life. And
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, don't do it. Like literally, my mom never drank. I never seen her drink when I
Oh,
was
really?
growing up. The only person I saw drink was my dad or my stepdad.
Yeah.
And like to me, like my mom never wanted me to be like that. She never wanted to be like your typical Asian male. So
Yeah.
she raised me a different way, and yeah, I just never got into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy because, I really didn't drink like that really until like college. I don't know if you like.
Like you never went crazy like with
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, that's when like college. Okay, I got like I technically.
All right,
I kinda
skip this.
got-
Let's skip this part. Let me transition
Okay,
into
okay.
this. All right.
Yep.
So speaking of alcohol,
Yeah.
yo, I can't believe we're still talking about alcohol. All right. When do you feel like you're like when like, all right? Would you say that you are addicted to alcohol right now?
I think my lifestyle is just like. All right, here's what like my mindset of this is like. Am I an alcoholic? Maybe, but on the weekends. Because like I don't be drinking by myself on the weekdays,
Right.
or like I don't like search for it. Like I have a couple like leftovers in my drawers from like when we go out and stuff. But,
you
like,
got,
I don't
you
like-
got like quarter filled bottles.
No. I don't have any bottles. I just have
Oh.
cans.
Oh, okay.
Cause like every bottle, I just leave it like we're at the party that I go to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you
But,
left
like-
that Jameson here.
Yeah. But no, I don't really like. I don't know. It's like you're an alcoholic, but you're not. Like on the weekends, but I want to drink by myself, or like go to the bar by myself, or like really use it. Like let's say I have a really stressful day, I wouldn't just go home and drink. So I don't know what you would call it. Maybe it's just like bad habits.
Some people might say that drinking on weekends only is like
It's still like
is,
considered like alcohol.
is being addicted to
Yeah.
alcohol. Yeah, for sure. Because it's like every weekend you're doing it.
Yeah,
Like consistently every weekend you drink. Would you say right?
I think recently, yes.
Like when was the last time you had a weekend without alcohol?
It was probably like 4 weekends ago.
Oh, and what'd you do that weekend?
I just like, if I'm not like drinking or like going out or like partying and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be like chilling with the homies, I guess, or like go do something, like go out.
Was that like what you did that weekend?
Yeah. I just like
Oh.
went out or like home
Okay.
visiting family or something. Yeah.
So when do you think that like why do you drink every weekend?
I think it's a habit that I built when I was in college, because it was like that every
so
weekend.
it was just a habit.
Yeah,
So
because
okay.
okay, so in college, right? Kind of have to give you like a little backstory,
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
my first week there, I like literally drank every day. It
Your
wasn't
first week.
it wasn't like I wanted to. It was like I have nobody to hang out with, and the people that I'm hanging out with are just drinking every day. So I'm
So you
drinking
just got
every
caught
day.
in that loop.
Yeah, and then like literally like they drink like that state that I was in, Wisconsin. They drink like
North
a month.
Dakota. No,
No, I'll say. I went to school in
Okay.
Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is known for like a lot of beer drinkers and like a lot of alcoholics.
Yeah.
So they drink is beer over there. So I was just drinking beer for like a week straight, and
Mhm.
I'm like getting used to it. I'm getting hazed basically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then like yeah, that's what kind of started it. Because then like after that, it was just like that for like a year.
Okay. Dang. So
But like some weekends it would be like chill, but some weekends it would be like really crazy.
like it was your first week that you were drinking pretty much every day.
Yeah.
But then after that, it
it was
just turned into-
summertime. It was summertime.
Oh,
too,
so summertime. So yeah,
'cause I went
obviously.
early in the summer, and then
Yeah. Oh, so it was like right before school started. Then
Yeah.
you're- Okay.
and that's when
They were
I
getting
mean
you ready for the school year.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think it's just bad habits, to be honest. But like, cause I always like think about it. I'm like, man, I don't really want to go out, but I kind of just like I've always been just doing that. So, but yeah,
Damn. So
yeah. I mean, I guess to like also think to also like the feeling of like getting drunk is like sometimes it will help you like loosen up. I guess like I guess you're chasing that feeling of like being loose. Sometimes people can't like.
Do you feel like every weekend you chase that feeling and you get it, or you never get it?
Um, at this point, I don't really know because I don't really chase that feeling anymore. I'm just like everyone's doing it, so I'm just gonna hang out.
So you kind of just drink because everyone else is drinking and kind of out of habit at the same time.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just like if we were hanging out here, I wouldn't. If we were not drinking, I wouldn't bring anything. Like I would just chill, but
Yeah.
like let's say we're going to like a party or like a rave or something.
Yeah. Then we drinking.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're just gonna pause on the podcast real quick. Do you feel like the amount that you drink is an issue?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Cause
Okay.
sometimes when I'm like, I think I really like did this. I think when I was in Madison,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I was like, that was when really I was starting to abuse it, and I recognized it, cause like I would just get super fucked up, and then like it would just like make me numb, you know. Cause like sometimes I think at the time I was like really confused and like just like I don't know, I'm just going out, like I just want to like have fun and like
Yeah.
forget about things.
Yeah.
But then I try not to get like that anymore. But if it happens, it happens. But you know, a break is definitely a good thing to do for drinking wise. But yeah, I wouldn't really consider like myself like I guess like a classic alcoholic.
Yeah. You're not your typical alcoholic.
Yeah, but
I mean, maybe like not everybody's definition of alcoholic is the same, but compared to a lot of people and like how people like our older generation might view what a date like our modern alcoholic looks like. Technically, I think you might fit in that category
yeah,
because like I think everybody is kind of like that. We're responsible on weekdays, but once it hits the weekend, we're getting fucked up.
yeah,
And then we were, Sunday is recovery day, and then Monday we're back to like being responsible.
yeah. I think just for me like I wouldn't. I think the turning point for me if it was like would be like if I'm always drunk on like every day and then like I'm just like I can't go without it.
Yeah,
Like I
so you
can't start my
always
day.
need to be drunk,
Yeah,
type of thing. Okay.
but I'm never chasing that really. I'm just kind of just like I'm just getting drunk to have a good time with
I
my
see.
friends. Because like once you like kind of start drinking, you kind of just like it's just like it becomes so normalized as a social thing when you're
Mhm.
like growing like you're just like an adult basically.
Yeah, so it's more like you're you the setting that you're in, like your environment.
Yeah.
It's like you find yourself drinking a lot, but it's not necessarily like a problem. Like you can go without drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause like, I mean, it's just, like if everything about drinking just makes you feel like shit. Cause
That's true.
it's technically a downer, you know. So
Mhm.
it's like you're gonna feel like shit, and then like the next morning you feel like shit, and you do a lot of stupid things.
All right,
Like
but what about vaping? No, I'm just kidding.
vaping.
No, we're not gonna talk about that today. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah,
But
that's
shit.
If you want to say that, that's like I'm definitely addicted to that a little bit.
So it's just so easy to be addicted to everything these days, man, because it's kind of like what it's just a saying of like there's so many bad things that just feel so good.
Yeah,
Like
it's the sins, man.
yeah,
The seven deadly
it's
sins.
literally the sins. Sinning just feels so good, but it's okay because we're sinners.
Yeah, I'm a sinner. I think I need to find Jesus, dude. No.
Dude, honestly, I would love to, but like there's no churches like that I really vibe with over here.
Would you consider yourself Christian?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I'm Christian.
Because I'm not, but
I'm not shaman.
Yeah.
It
But
kind of seems like as a Hmong person, those are your only options, right?
I think it's acceptable in your like the only acceptable things. But like, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. But, like,
Yeah.
it's not like, but yeah, like being like, as a Hmong person.
How could you not believe in like at least some sort of spirituality?
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's so
Just
many.
get grazed up on that shit.
There's so many like ghost shit that happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like there has to be something related to it.
Yeah.
So Did I ever tell you about the about how like when my brother passed away? Okay, we'll cut this part out for sure.
No, you did.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah,
was
and
freaky.
the elevator thingy, dude. That shit is like, damn, motherfucking ghosts are real, bro.
Yeah, that shit was freaky, dude. That shit,
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, that's a tough one.
You got any crazy stories from drinking, bro?
Yeah, when I was in college, for sure, like, everybody. If you haven't been to college, or like a party college,
Mm-hmm. A party college.
yeah, like literally, or I went to Madison, right?
Yeah.
UW Madison.
Okay.
It's a party fucking college. Like everyone has a fake ID. Everyone's going out, and if you're not going out, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? Go to like Harvard.
Go to Harvard and go drink wine with the smart kids. No, no, I'm playing. But like, yeah, there's this one street called State Street and Madison. Like it connected downtown to the university,
Mhm.
and that street was just full of bars, like the whole way there, and like
Yeah.
restaurants and like apartment buildings and
Like-
shit.
All bars like lined up.
Yeah, and then the thing is, there's no cars on that road because it's just for buses.
Yeah.
So like people are just walking all the time, like getting drunk and like getting fucked up. It was fun, but it was like you could literally go to like 10 bars that night.
Yeah, well, literally. 'cause
Yeah.
it's just next door.
Yeah.
Like that's funny,
Yeah.
dude.
It's crazy, and like, I remember the first time I went out. I wasn't even 21, but like, allegedly, but, but like, yeah, I was like, I used like one of my cousin's friends, my cousin's girlfriend's cousin, so like close family. He
Mhm.
kind of looked like me.
Yeah.
And like they didn't give a fuck at the bars, so like I just used his ID and they just let me in. Cause I didn't even look like him though,
Right.
but I had a mask on, so like
Yeah, they can't really tell.
yeah, I mean they're kind of racist over there, not gonna lie. But like I
Oh,
think,
y'all look the same.
but but at the same time they don't give a fuck too, cause like you be going to like a bar now and you see like hella like 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, they don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. What does that say about? No.
So how are we leading up to your crazy story?
Oh yeah. So like, let's get back to that story. Right. So the first time I'm out, I'm like pretty tipsy, drunk at this point.
This is like your bar, like you're bar hopping, right? Or
Yeah, my first time bar hopping,
Okay.
and like, so I'm with like my cousin's group of friends because I was living with my cousin,
Mhm.
and then like we're going out. I'm like drunk. I'm like getting drunk, and then we're at the bar, and then like, it's like kind of like there's like a dance area, there's like a bar, and then there's like a little horse riding area, like a bull ride
Okay, yeah.
machine,
Okay.
and then like
You
I'm
hop on
like,
that shit?
no, we didn't do that. Actually, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I was like, hey, let's do it, and like we just
Yeah.
all did it, right?
Okay.
It's pretty fun. That shit was pretty lit. And then we're dancing right on the dance floor, and
Yeah.
like, I don't know if this is a crazy story, but this is a funny story, I guess you could say.
Okay,
but
okay.
like we're dancing, and like I'm like dancing, and I don't really know how to dance like that, so I just start breakdancing, and I get on the floor, and they're like, bro, don't fucking lay on the ground, because I'm like trying to breakdance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're like, dude, the floor is hella sticky and dirty, and I was like, oh, you're right. I was fucking nasty. And I was like drunk, and then and I was like, what the fuck? And then like I get back up, and then we're just chilling, talking, like just everyone's just dancing, and then my cousin's like, hey, you see that girl right there? You should go talk to her. And I was thinking about, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go talk to her, right?
Yep.
And then I went to her, I was like, hey, what's up? Like, what's your name? I forgot her name, forgot everything about her, but I just remember we were talking, and like, I must have been like really shy. I don't really remember what was going on, but my cousin took a picture of us,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like talking to her, and I was like talking like this, like I was like, hey, what's up? And then like I'm listening to her talk, and she's just looking at me like really like she's like really getting into me, right?
Intently looking at
Yeah,
you.
and I'm looking at my feet. And I'm like, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, she's not into me.
But she's looking at you.
Yeah, and I was like, I had the picture, but like, I'm not gonna show it, but like,
You gotta show it, bro. That was great.
I don't want to put her on blast. Like, you can see her face and
Subscribe to
everything.
the fan house now.
When we make one, and I was
Yeah,
like,
on our Patreon, we'll release it.
and then I just remember this from the conversation. She was like looking at me. She's like, "You're not 21, are you?" And I was like, "Who said that? Like, what do you? Well, I'm not 20. What do you mean I'm not 21?" And she's like, "I don't know, something about you." And I was like, "Are you 21?" And then we're just like flirting like that, right?
Yeah.
And then like I think that's what like kind of got her, cause like got her into me, cause she was just sitting by herself, and I was like, "Where are your friends at?" It's like they're just dancing. I'm just sitting. I'm just like,
Oh, so
wow,
okay, my man's got that Riz.
not
Did you
really.
order a drink?
I was going to, but then like she like her friends came and then like they left,
Oh,
and I was like, oh, all right, that's cool. Like I'm still hanging out. I'm still having a good night. Like I wasn't like too bummed about it,
yeah.
cause I was just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll
Was
talk
she
to her.
was she bad?
Out of 10, like a 7, 8.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's pretty high, bro.
It was.
And you let her get away?
Uh,
Dude, she
yeah,
was
dude. I
into
was.
you, bro.
I don't know, man. I just sometimes I can't seal the deal. I just be having a good time. Like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go have a good time.
No, but also think about it, that was like one of your first times, so
Yeah, yeah. And then
it's hard. It's hard to know what to say and know what to do.
yeah.
Read the room and stuff.
And so we're gonna leave now, right? I'm pretty drunk at this point. One of my friends, she orders me like a fucking like Long Island.
Oh, the most fucking toxic alcoholic drink ever.
Yeah, and then like, and then like my cousin's like, hey, we gotta go.
So
Like
you
we're gonna go
chug
run
it.
out. Yeah, so I fucking like drank that shit all the way down, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm good, and I throw up in the trash can. And then I go sit outside, and I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked up.
No, because you basically just puked out 6 shots.
Yeah, and then we go back to the after party, chilling, and then I'm just chilling, and then I think I might have threw up again, but I used to be like, dude, I used to like fucking do this thing where like I would drink a lot, throw up, and then like I'm good.
And you just
Let's keep
continue.
drinking, throw up.
That's a very common thing I think happens.
Yeah, like I used to do that a lot, but now like it's just I can't. Like if I throw up, I'm done. Like I would only use that energy, that fucking mindset, if
Yeah.
it like I like
If you need
if
to
I
drink,
needed to like let's say like okay, this is a very toxic thing in like our community, but
Yeah.
like among weddings.
like you need to continue drinking
Yeah.
to like show your like your face.
Yeah, which
That's
is like
funny.
fucked up, right? Like
Yeah.
you're like already
your
hurt.
pride is on the line. You need to drink.
You're like it's not even like a like you don't want to, but like you have to do it for your family, like type of shit. It's like your honor to be part of the family type of shit.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, it's like life or it feels like life or death, but like you're just drinking. It's like, bro, we could drink tomorrow. Like, why are we getting so fucked up?
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny story from like one of the times.
That's probably a lot of the reason why you might even drink today.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I think I had a really good experience going out like that, but it's not the same anymore for sure.
Yeah, it's all like wishy-washy. Like sometimes you like drink because it feels good, but then sometimes you drink because your like pride's on the line, or like
No.
sometimes you drink because you think that you're cool.
Yeah.
So
How do you feel about drinking? Like, do you feel like you had a phase you still want to drink a lot more, or not really?
so with me, my phase was really short, obviously, because I'm done drinking already, like
Yeah.
every weekend. I drank every weekend for like maybe a month or two,
Yeah.
and that was like beginning this year. Well, I actually like took a break where like I didn't do anything, no vaping, no drinking, and then right after that, I just got into like crazy because we were going to so many raves, literally like Subtronics and Excision. Oh wait, yeah, Excision,
Excision.
Dabbing, like all the crazy guys, Illenium.
Millennium.
Yeah, all the crazy ones came over, and we were just like, "Yo,
Let's
like,
go."
drinking all the time." But like to me, it wasn't really about drinking; it was about something else. But
Oh yeah.
because like the drinking didn't really affect me. Wait, at BTSM though, yeah, it did, because
Dude, I was taking care of you for like the whole night.
yeah, like basically drinking was pretty bad for me because I would drink so much to the point where I was out of it, and then I would expect the that good stuff to pick me back up.
Yeah.
So
But it's like it kind of just it takes you further up.
yeah,
Into
and
the beyond.
basically I would, yeah, even though it does give me the energy to like make
Stay
myself
awake,
stay awake throughout the night and have a good time. When the alcohol is really in me like that, I'm technically still relying on all my homies around me to carry me for the rest of the night. So this is really tough. But like now I don't drink as much, but when I do, I kind of go a little bit overboard.
Yeah, a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be going kind of hard.
No, yeah, like literally, I I don't drink at all, like just for casual events. Or no, I don't drink. I don't drink casually on weekends or nothing. If I'm going to an event, yes, I will drink. But depending on the event, I'll go crazy or I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for Joji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joji was pretty wild.
And it was your birthday, so I went crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, and we were testing out super bonsai.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is crazy.
That was it was pretty.
Should
Honestly,
should we put the video into the podcast and then make it a clip?
what?
Our super bonsai video.
Oh.
Do you want to do that?
We could. I mean,
What if that makes us blow up on our first podcast?
shit. Yeah. I mean,
We're gonna shout out Wu Talk under the. We're gonna shout out Wu Talk
from
under the influence. Yep, under the influences. Under the influence. Mans came out with that super recovery from Super Bonsai. We tried it for the Joji concert. I got super fucked up. I ended up puking. I think I puked out my super recovery. We're gonna post the video. We're gonna put on the video right now.
We'll cut it up and put it in.
Yep.
Kind of to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I puked it out, so it didn't really work for me. But did you get a hangover?
No, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. Like, I didn't, but the night before I got like blacked out,
Yeah.
drunk, and everything because it was my birthday.
Yeah, and you didn't take Super Bonsai for that.
I think I did, but I was good in the morning. So.
Oh, you were good in the morning.
But like that the rest of the night I didn't remember. So like, it was crazy. But
You think you took multiple than the regular serving?
I took one serving, but it's not like you can't take multiple
Yeah,
servings because like if you watch their stuff like Wu
Dude, I
Talk
would take a
obviously
million,
does take a lot of it of the DHM.
Yep.
Yeah.
DHM milk thistle.
What is milk thistle? Does it have lactose in it?
So I think what it is like when you dehydrate milk, right? And you take out you basically you use a blender to like blend the dehydrated milk to make it a powder, and then you grab a mold of a thistle and you pour it in there, and then it molds into the shape of a thistle.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I just saw a text.
We're gonna cut out that entire part besides the super bonsai part.
Are you a dark liquor or a light liquor type? Like if you were to drink
I don't
again.
care.
I don't care either, but I've been recently like kind of like watching stuff about it. Like I heard like dark liquor is like really bad for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because it's like has more sugar in it or what?
I don't. It's just like something in it. There's like a something certain like substance in there.
Oh, dark liquor is just clear liquor, but it's aged. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like clear liquor is more like like distilled.
So it's like more fresh.
I guess, but like dark liquor has the reason why they like it is because the taste of like they're being aged in like an oak barrel.
Isn't that crazy how they all have different names, but they're basically all the same thing? It just depends on like how it was aged, where it was aged.
It's kind of all the same thing. It's just all of them has like especially like whiskey is like very specific flavor. Like it's very bottom of your shoe.
Yep.
Burning your throat.
Yep.
I mean everything burns your throat, but it's like a some people would say like smoky, like drink, and then like vodka is just like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
In your throat.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad,
Rubbing alcohol is terrible, bro.
Oh well, yeah, rubbing alcohol.
Smell it and it's
and
gone. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like I have a lot of good stories.
So then, what's your favorite alcohol?
My
Your
favorite alcohol,
liquor to intake. Your poison.
dude. I haven't found it yet. I think I just drink whatever.
You drink whatever.
Like
Mine's nectar hearts. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I prefer light liquor a little bit more right now because it's just like I'm trying to like I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out like what is good.
So you're still like on your mission to like find out what you really like.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, liquor is liquor. You just want to get drunk. You just gonna get drunk.
All right. So I'll give a little bit more of a detailed answer. When I was younger and I first started drinking, my favorite thing to like drink to get fucked up was Bacardi, Limon.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite liquor. It's cheap too, so it's nice.
Yeah.
So I guess I do prefer clear, and just if I'm just casually chilling and I got a drink. I like wine, and I like the Stella Rose wine. Is it Stella Artois or Stella Rose?
Stella Artois, I think that's a beer.
I think that's champagne,
Yeah.
and I think the Stella Rose
Stella Rose
is
is the wine.
So yeah, I like Stella Rose, and we like the blueberry flavor.
The blueberry.
Pineapple's good too.
Or like wine rice?
Yeah.
Wine rice? Oh,
Yeah,
wine
no,
rice?
rice wine? No, it's just wine. Dude, that it's very, very good though. I recommend those. And now that we're 21, bro, we don't have to drink alcohol like we don't have to drink straight alcohol. We could sip on wine.
No, yeah.
It's really good.
I've had a couple of those nights when I was in university.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you
we would
guys
just
sip
like
wine.
sipping wine and then like get drunk off of wine.
I never been drunk off of wine, but I've been tipsy.
It sucks.
Off of it. Does it?
And the next morning, the hangover is the worst.
Really?
Yeah, it just you feel like shit. Damn. But like,
Not
you know.
if you take Super Bonsai though.
Yeah, right. You gotta take Super Bonsai. It'll make you. Nah, but yeah. Like, I remember one night, me, my cousin, and his girlfriend were just drinking wine. We were just hanging out, and it was a pretty fun night. We just like, we ended up dancing to like music and just started singing like ball bars. It was fun.
That shit made you guys feel like Beauty and the Beast, bro.
No, that shit was lit.
That shit was.
Like, you know, like-
you
know, like, in the-
dancing to that.
You know, like in the movies where like they have like a stereotypical party,
Yeah.
and like did you see everybody dancing? Like it looks hype as fuck. It's how it felt.
Oh.
'Cause we were
So
just-
It was like there was like a bootleg like DJ like standing at like the chimney, and then like you guys were all like around him.
We were just like it was like he had a PC setup, he had a mic, and then he had like speakers he could sing into.
Mhm.
We were singing songs, and then like just dancing, and he had like, LED lights and stuff, and it was like
That's wild.
it was fun. And it was just us three, so you know it was a good time.
That's fun, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like I think I'm gonna try to eventually just be done with drinking, but like I know that's not gonna be true because like the people around me and like just like within our culture, kind of, it's not really like
You
a
don't feel
thing.
like it's possible to like stop drinking because of like,
Yeah.
your environment.
yeah for sure. Because like, well, I mean like all of my friends are just like that, you know, and so I would like have to cut off everybody if I want like why would I cut off everybody like just because I don't want to drink? But like you know I could like that doesn't mean that I shouldn't like that doesn't mean that I'm gonna cut them off, but like I should stop drinking as much for sure.
I have something to say
What's
that
up?
we can keep in or we don't have to. So I think I know a solution to that, which is like like to tackle that problem. I feel like the best thing for you to do is to like find a homie to kind of deal with that together, because obviously it's a common issue to like always want to go out and drinking and shit. And so if you feel like you're drinking a little bit too much and you want to slow it down, I feel like a good way to get control over it is to just take a good break from it.
Yeah.
And that's like the best way to get rid of any addiction. Take
No,
a break
for
from it
sure.
and get away from all the people who are doing the same thing. Because realistically, like,
It's like who you surround yourself with.
yeah, I don't think that an addiction is that bad unless like you're spending all your money and it's fucking like financially like
Yeah.
suffering and all that bullshit.
And like you start doing shit that you never really want to do around people.
Bro started like selling crack or no buying crack and then like selling all his stuff to buy crack.
Yeah, like that type of shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, like that's when it's detrimental to you, and it's like, yeah, you should. A break is not gonna help. You need to stop.
Yeah, you
Type
need
shit.
like professional help at that point. If you're like changing, like you just sell everything, or like your life is just crack. Like
Yeah.
like for example, your life is just crack, like a crackhead, bro.
Literally. Motherfucking. I was just gonna say like I don't think that drinking is that big of an issue because it's such a, even though it's super unhealthy for you, like
It's so normalized.
yeah, but it's very normalized. It's just like, you know, one of those poisons that we willingly like inhale and shit. We willingly.
I mean, some people inhale that shit. Like,
that they inhale rubbing alcohol. So,
no, but like, yeah, I mean, never like if you think about it, like history wise, they tried to ban alcohol, prohibition.
No, literally.
Yeah. And then, but then, like people still had speakeasies where like
exactly.
secret shit and like just like fuck.
I need to go to one of those, bro. Like I'm pretty sure we
Like
have some
underground.
here.
Like
Yeah. Have you been to one here?
I haven't been to one here, but I've been in an underground like bar type shit when I was in.
That's
Madison.
basically a speakeasy, though.
Yeah.
So
It's like a low key
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
I wanna go to a
ASM1
jazz bar,
speakeasy
though.
From Advanced Warfare. He said what
Yeah.
though?
I want to go to a jazz bar for sure though.
Oh, okay. Like back in like 1920s, that shit was bumping.
Yeah, like you see Ryan. Have you seen La La Land?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, you wouldn't get
Is
it.
it a
Then.
movie?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
so Ryan Gosling.
Yo,
Emma,
from Barbie.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
And Emma Stone is in
Mhm.
that movie, and then like he's like a piano player and she's like a dancer. They have like a whole like
Whoa, she was in a movie with Ryan Gosling.
yeah,
That's
it's called La La
crazy.
Land.
Okay.
You'll probably know once you kind of see
Once
it.
I see it,
But
I
like,
probably seen a
there's
clip
a
of it on TikTok, huh?
yeah, there's a scene where like he's like at the piano and like this is kind of like towards the end of the movie.
Mhm.
So it's like, and he's just like playing and like they kind of have like this moment together. I kind of want that like that environment where
Oh,
he's
okay.
playing. Yeah,
Like you're playing the piano and then you're like looking at this chick and you're like,
I'm like, damn, this could have been us, but you being a little bitch. I was like, nah.
we got a great topic for our next episode, bro. Do you have a change of clothes?
For today,
Yeah,
nah.
bro. If you had a change of clothes, we could literally just film the next episode right now.
I could just take off my shirt,
All right,
but
we should do that.
well, to talk about like, I guess alcohol. Yeah, man, it's I think alcoholism and Asians are definitely like, it's like they coincide, you know, alcohol and Asians, AA,
A, because they both start with A.
and we only get A's.
And you know what's crazy too? Asian Americans.
Asian Americans,
Asian Americans with alcohol.
Alcoholic
and A's.
Anonymous.
Yep. Literally. Alcohol addicts, bro.
That's crazy.
It's the quintuple,
Triple
A.
A.
Bro. Yeah, literally.
Double A batteries.
Yep. So it's 7 now.
No, but I feel like a lot of Asians are alcoholics though. Or is it just me, or am I racist, or is this like? I feel like it's a
I
thing.
think there's a lot of good people, good kids out there that are not alcoholics, but I think like 70% of Asians are probably drinking.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I don't think there's an Asian person in my life right now that I know that doesn't drink.
yeah, in our age like age group,
Like
and
that
above,
doesn't drink regular, not like necessarily regularly, but then
but like
they
on the
drink.
weekends.
They'll drink on the weekends or they'll drink once a month or something
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of wish I had like a more world experiences with like other cultures like that, but like so far it's just been like within like the Asian community.
dude, we're so closed off. Like it's just so hard to like. Okay, I feel like for me, it's so hard to get into groups like that because I'm not comfortable with talking to like a white person.
I think it's just because when we were growing up, it was like that was the environment. Because like I feel like if you kind of like I don't know if you had a diverse group of friends in high school, middle school, but like
Yeah, you know who was my friend in middle school, bro? That's my friends right now.
yeah, okay, well yeah, but like I think okay for me my experience right like I was like in middle school and high school like middle school I was cool with everybody. I had my main group, but I could talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And then like once you hit high school, freshman year everyone's cool, and then like the next year, sophomore year, they're like I don't know you anymore.
Did you ever drink in high? Oh wait, no.
Did I ever drink in high school?
Yeah, you obviously did, but
I didn't like go crazy though. That's the thing. Like I wasn't like I never went to a high school party.
Okay.
Like a high school like party, as in like people from our high school or
Yeah.
like people from like Harding or Harding. I'm a sense to that, but people from that school.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you never went to a high school party, but
I went to a college party.
you went to a college party. You never drank with anybody from our high school.
No, you know what? For the longest time, I didn't want you guys to know about like that I had drinking. Like I was drinking like that, or like
You just
drinking like
you
that.
You just didn't want us to know. You're so ashamed of it. You're like,
I was
"I'm
pretty
that
ashamed
kid."
because I was like, and I'm pretty sure nobody was drinking like that.
Yeah. And I have a feeling that that's why like you didn't want to be around me because you were like, oh, you're such a good kid and like all this shit, and I don't want to fuck your life up by like you hanging out with me and shit. And it's like, man. That shit is so funny to me because it's like, I'm sure that you're aware of it now, but like you shouldn't have to worry about like who you surround yourself with and how you're gonna affect them, because truth is like, if you hanging out with them is able to, you're like that's able to that can like mold them to be a specific person, then they weren't like, they basically weren't their own person to begin with.
Yeah, but also it's just like, you know, you're kind of the people you surround yourself with too. A little bit, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you know, you're still your own person at the end of the day,
Yeah.
but like you guys all do the same things, you know.
For sure.
But like I wasn't really like going out like that in high school, anyways. I was a pretty good kid too. Like I was pretty studious, but
No, you were great, bro. I saw you as like a smart person too. So.
yeah,
But you know what? It's not even that you were smart, bro. Whether you were smart or not, you were not lazy.
yeah, I wasn't.
You did your work.
Yeah,
I was lazy, so I guess you could say I was smart. So
Yeah, yeah.
because bro,
I just like worked hard, but
you worked super hard, dude.
I
I remember coming to your crib and you was fucking like doing your homework.
Oh,
No, dead ass.
wait. When was this?
Dude, I remember like coming. I came over.
Was this for like our ACC shit?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
yeah, it was something like that. Like, but it wasn't like everybody was there. It was just you and me, right? And
Yeah.
I was in your room, and I think we were partially playing Call of Duty, partially listening to music, and then partially like you was doing some homework.
Oh fuck. Damn.
And I was like, the way that you did your homework, it was probably like I think I remember it's like if you were doing your math homework, you were actually like solving the questions.
Oh yeah.
But for me, nah, bro, I'm going on the fucking whatever that shit's called, Slater.com.
It's Slater.com.
Dead ass.
Oh, dude, damn. Yeah, I was. Damn, I was. You know, like that year specifically, sophomore and junior year.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I had started building a really good like work habit because of like wrestling.
Okay.
Cause like I would get home and I'd be so tired, but I had to do my homework, right? So like I was just like, oh, fuck, I don't want to like deal with this like tiredness and doing homework at the same time. So I just started doing like a lot of my work in school and like whenever I could try to fit it in and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I started building a really good work habit, and then like junior year specifically too, like I had a job. I was dating my ex, and then I was doing like PSEO. I was doing a lot of shit,
Yeah. You were stacked in high school.
but you know,
And then
what
over the
fuck
summer
happened?
you
I was
were a
like-
demon.
over the summer I was a demon.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean?
Like drinking and doing
No,
other stuff.
no. I wasn't even going out like that. Like for
Oh,
I
so
wasn't-
like your junior and senior year type shit, you were like actually focused on school.
yeah. I was doing just like
Uh.
I would like make music all the time. Okay, junior year, the summer, I worked at 3M
Mm-hmm.
for like that summer program.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then senior year, I was just doing a lot of videos, cause like that was when COVID hit,
Yeah.
and so I was just doing a lot of videos and music, and like I really didn't start drinking until I went to college, like for real, like my second year of college, cause
Yeah.
you know I had a COVID year.
You know what? If we ever like get kind of big on this podcast, I think it would be really cool to like post like original content, like where we just like do like acting videos.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun.
I think it'd be funny. Like I think it's like
Because if people like feel like they have a connect, like or like sort of a relationship to us, because
you
like,
feel
we
you build a community. Yeah.
we build that little community, then it'd be cool to like see those people like acting goofy on a video or some shit,
Yeah.
trying to act serious and acting and shit, for sure.
Yeah. So it's been an hour.
All right, so back to the topic of alcohol.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all good. Like, I think we had a pretty good discussion about it, but like, you know, do you want to wrap this one up? You want to keep going for a bit? Or you want to wrap this up? It's been about an hour now.
Let's keep going.
How much memory do you have left?
Let's see if it's still recording.
I was like, there's no way, right?
It died.
No. I know. It died. Like your phone died.
We got 18 minutes, bro.
Only 18 minutes. We were talking for like an hour.
We got 18 minutes.
We can still put it up. It's just gonna be audio though.
Oh, like yeah, I was only able to record for 18 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you should have just did regular. It's all good though. We still have the audio. Well, otherwise, I have my phone too.
Yeah, we got the audio though.
Yeah, so we'll just do this as the audio. Yeah. We'll still just send me that video anyways, and I'll do a thumbnail. A thumbnail too.